Before we absolutely lose our minds here, let me set this up for anyone who's been living under a rock. David Sachs, the PayPal mafia guy who's basically Silicon Valley royalty, was on this podcast absolutely roasting Jony Ive. And I mean roasting him.
Oh, here we go.
He said, and I quote, "Jony Ive is just a media creation. He has this beautiful English accent which everyone associates with intelligence, so he could describe anything. And it's gonna sound amazing." Then he drops the nuclear bomb. Maybe he's parlayed this incredible reputation into 2% of OpenAI.
Wait.
2% of OpenAI. That's $6.5 billion, Morgan. For what? Describing glass with a beveled edge in a posh accent.
Oh my God, Tessa, this is exactly the kind of brain-dead take I'd expect from...
Brain dead? Brain dead.
Yes, from tech bros who wouldn't know good design if it slapped them across their venture capitalist faces. This is Jony fucking Ive we're talking about. The man Steve Jobs called his spiritual partner.
Spiritual partner? Jesus, get a room, Steve.
Don't you dare! This man revolutionized how we interact with technology. The iPhone, the iPad,
The butterfly keyboard. The solid gold Apple Watch that cost 17 grand. The MacBook with no ports.
Oh, please.
No, Morgan, let's talk about post-Jobs Jony, shall we? Because here's the thing that absolutely kills me. When Steve died, who was there to tell Jony his ideas were shit? Nobody. And what happened? Apple started making computers you literally couldn't plug anything into.
That is such a reductive way to...
You know what Apple did after Jony left? Added the ports back. Made the MacBooks thicker again. They basically said, yeah, that minimalism thing. We're good.
Oh, so now we're pretending Apple isn't still using his design language? The company is worth $3 trillion, Tessa. $3 trillion. Built on foundations he laid.
Built on foundations Steve laid. Jony was the stylist, babe. Steve was the genius who knew when to say no.
Did you just call Jony Ive a stylist? The man who holds thousands of patents? Who Tim Cook called legendary? Who was knighted by the Queen? Not for vibes, Tessa, for actual contributions to design and technology.
Oh, his ideas are so boundless. Listen to how that sounds. You know what else is boundless? His ability to charge $200 million for a fucking bear mascot.
That's Love From, his current...
Love From. God, even the name sounds like a perfume commercial. What have they actually made, Morgan? What can I buy? What can I touch?
They're working on the future of AI interfaces. Sam Altman called Jony the deepest thinker he's ever met and said their device will be the coolest tech the world has ever seen.
Sam Altman. The same Sam Altman who hyped the humane AI pin? The $3,000 neck puck that burned people's skin and couldn't answer basic questions. That Sam Altman?
That's completely different.
Is it though? Is it really? Because here's what I see. A 1-year-old company with 55 employees that somehow convinced OpenAI to give them a $6.5 billion valuation. That's over $100 million per employee. For what? The promise of sleek design?
You want to know what for, Tessa? Because Jony Ive feels personally responsible for creating the iPhone addiction epidemic. He's quoted saying he feels guilty about screen addiction, about social media destroying mental health. This isn't about money. This is about redemption.
Oh, boo fucking who? Poor Jony, crying into his billions because he made rectangles too addictive.
That's exactly the kind of cynical, soulless response I'd expect. This man created the device you're probably holding right now, and instead of coasting on that legacy, he's trying to fix the problems he helped create.
But that's the thing, Morgan. He's not making anything. It's all working on, developing, the future of. Where's the fucking product? Even Apple declined to renew his $100 million consulting deal. His own former company basically said, thanks, but we're good.
You know what this really is, don't you? This whole thing? It's jealousy. Pure, unadulterated jealousy from David Sachs and every other tech bro who wishes they had 1/10 of Jony's creative vision.
Creative vision? The man described painted glass with a beveled edge and made it sound like the fucking Sistine Chapel. That's not vision, that's marketing.
And you know what that tells me? That tells me he can take the complex and make it simple, take the technical and make it human. That's not a con, Tessa, that's genius.
No, you know what genius is? Genius is what David Sachs did, calling out the emperor's new clothes. This whole industry worships at the altar of sleek design while ignoring substance. And Jony Ive, he's the high priest of that bullshit religion.
The bullshit religion that created every beautiful thing you interact with daily? Your phone, your laptop,
My butterfly keyboard that broke if I breathed on it wrong.
Oh my God, you're impossible.
And you're defending a man who convinced the world that removing useful features was brave.
I literally cannot with you right now, but mark my words. When that AI device drops and it's revolutionary, I'm going to be here saying, I told you so.
And when it's another overpriced gadget that solves problems nobody has, I'll be here reminding everyone that David Sachs called it first. Jony Ive is the greatest con artist in tech history.
At least he's conning people with beauty and innovation instead of hot takes and jealousy.